Imagine for a moment that you're walking down a dark path. All around you, there's silence singly, the sound of your own footsteps echoing in the emptiness. Shadows stretch long, and for a moment, you wonder if you'll ever make it out. Fear consumes you. Doubts overwhelm your mind, and when you look back, all you see is the trail of a past filled with struggles, failures, and pain. Have you ever felt like this? Have you ever found yourself in a place where the darkness seems to engulf you, and hope feels so far out of reach? When you look in the mirror, and you no longer know if you have the strength to keep going? That place you find yourself in, the place where everything seems impossible, is a place we all know, sooner or later. It's in those moments, when life has hit you so hard that you feel defeated, that the true challenge begins. Because in the darkness, that's when you truly have the chance to find your light. What we don't always realize is that the darkest nights can be the most transformative, that the greatest pain can be the seed for a profound change. It's not just about surviving the storm, it's about learning how to walk through it and, eventually, how to embrace it. After all, the storm doesn't last forever. What we are about to explore is not just a story of survival. It's a story of how we can grow when everything seems to be against us, how we can use darkness to discover our true strength, and most of all, how hope never disappears even when the world seems to turn its back on you. This journey is for those who have felt the weight of life pressing down, but have decided not to give up. It's for those seeking a purpose bigger than the pain, those who want to find strength in their weakness. If you are here, it's because you know that deep within you, there's something far greater waiting to be awakened. I won't just show you how to overcome your darkest moments. I will show you how to transform them into your greatest source of power. Because in that space between despair and hope is where warriors are born. And if you choose to keep moving forward, even when you feel lost, even when darkness surrounds you will eventually reach a place far brighter than you ever imagined. Because the truth is, in your darkest moments, when all seems lost, that is when you truly discover who you are, and that is where the real journey begins. But before we continue, let me ask you this. Are you ready to face your darkness? Are you ready to look your fears in the eyes and transform your pain into strength? Because if the answer is yes, then this journey has already begun. And right now, more than ever, this is your moment. Let's pause for a moment and really reflect. Life, at times, seems like an endless stretch of road in the middle of a storm. No matter which direction you turn, the clouds never seem to part. The rain falls relentlessly, and the thunder shakes you to your core. In moments like these, it feels as though the universe itself has conspired against you. You wonder, why me? Why now? Why does it feel as though everything I try, every move I make, is met with resistance, as if the darkness is closing in on me? What you may not realize is that everyone has faced this darkness at some point in their lives. It might not be exactly the same, but it's there. The loss of a loved one, the breakdown of a relationship, losing a job, your source of income, your security, a deep personal failure that feels like the end of the road. Or maybe it's a mental battle, a struggle with depression, anxiety, or loneliness. Whatever form it takes, it all feels the same. It feels like you're drowning, and the world is moving on without you. The truth is, no matter how strong you are, the storm will always come. It's inevitable. Sometimes you see it coming, and other times it hits you out of nowhere. The worst part? There's no manual for this. No one can tell you exactly how to navigate through the pain. The path is unclear. The destination seems so far away, and every step forward feels like a step back. And when you can't see the way forward, it's easy to feel defeated. But let me remind you of something. The storm is not the end. It's only the beginning. It is in this moment of feeling completely lost that the opportunity for growth is planted. The harsh winds, the torrential rain, the thunder, these are the elements that force you to dig deep within yourself and discover the strength you never new existed. You see, the storm will pass, but only if you choose to keep walking through it. I know it's hard. Trust me, I understand. It's not easy to see any light when you're surrounded by darkness. And sometimes it feels like you're fighting an invisible battle, one that no one else can understand. But it is in those moments that your greatest strength is forged. It's in the pain, the confusion, and the fear that you begin to uncover who you are meant to be. The most successful people in the world, those who have created massive impact, didn't rise above the darkness by avoiding it. They confronted it head-on. They learned to face the storm with courage, and it was through that struggle that they became who they are today. You may feel as though you've lost everything: your direction, your confidence, your belief in yourself. But what I want you to understand is this: you have not lost your power. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not defined by the moments where you've fallen or the darkness that surrounds you. What defines you is how you choose to respond to it. It's how you decide to rise after every fall, how you keep moving forward when the world seems to be standing still. Think about it for a moment. Every person who has ever made it through their darkest moments has had to make a choice. They had to decide that the pain they were feeling, the obstacles in their way, would not be their defining moment. Instead, they chose to grow from it. They chose to see the darkness not as the end of the story, but as the beginning of a new chapter. They took each setback and used it as a lesson. They transformed pain into purpose and obstacles into opportunities. Now, I know you might be asking yourself, is that really possible? Can I really turn my pain into something greater? Can I really rise above my darkest moments? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. You absolutely can. But it won't be easy. You'll need to summon everything inside you, all the strength you've buried deep within, to get through it. But you are capable. You have everything you need to face the storm and rise stronger. And that's where the journey truly begins. The darkness you face is not a sentence, it's a test. A test of your resilience, your courage, and your ability to adapt. And if you choose to keep walking, to keep pushing forward, you will find that the light you seek is already within you. This is just the beginning. I know it feels impossible right now, but trust me when I say, the other side is waiting for you. And with each step, you'll realize that you are more than capable of overcoming what once seemed insurmountable. You just need to take the first step, and the next, and the next. You see, when you're in the middle of your darkest moments, it's hard to believe that things can ever change. The path seems endless, and every turn you take feels like a step backward. But what if I told you that some of the most inspiring stories ever told came from people who faced darkness far greater than what you might be going through right now? People who were knocked down time and time again, but chose to rise every single time. Darkness is inevitable, but defeat is a choice. We all face adversity, and we all encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. But it's in those very moments of hardship where the greatest opportunities for growth and transformation lie. Each setback, each failure, is a lesson in disguise. Every dark moment holds the potential for a brighter future. When you face darkness, you have a choice. You can let it consume you, or you can choose to fight. You can decide that your circumstances do not define you, that your struggle, no matter how heavy, will not become your identity. You have the power to use your pain as fuel. You have the power to take your hardships and turn them into the greatest strength you will ever know. The journey is long, and at times, the road ahead will seem unclear. But remember, the more difficult the path, the more rewarding the victory. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of so much more than you realize. And if you're willing to put in the work, to stay resilient, to keep moving forward even when the world tells you to stop, then you will emerge from this stronger, wiser, and ready to face whatever comes next. This is your journey, your story. And no matter how dark it gets, you will make it through. You will come out on the other side, and when you do, You'll be unrecognizable not because you've changed who you are, but because you've become the best version of yourself. As we come to the end of this journey, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed. The darkness you've experienced, the pain you've endured, is not the end of your story. It's simply a chapter, and every chapter has a purpose. You see, overcoming your darkest moments doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey of small steps, of gradual progress. It's about finding the strength to get up every single day and choose to keep moving forward. Even when you don't have the energy, even when the weight of the world feels too heavy, keep moving, because it's those steps, no matter how small, that will lead you out of the darkness and into the light. Remember, success is not just about reaching the destination. It's about who you become on the journey. It's about how you transform through your pain. Every trial you face is not a sign of defeat. It's an opportunity to evolve, to grow stronger, to become more resilient. The more you face the storm, the more you grow. The more you fight through the darkness, the brighter your light will shine. And I'm not saying it will be easy. It won't be. There will be moments when you want to quit, when you'll wonder if it's even worth it. But here's the truth. You are worth it. You are more than the struggles you face. You are stronger than the pain that tries to consume you. And you are capable of achieving greatness, no matter how impossible it may seem right now. The road ahead might not always be clear, and it may feel like you're walking through an endless storm. But take courage in knowing that the storm will pass, and when it does, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever thought possible. The true power lies within you. You've always had it. You just have to believe in yourself enough to tap into it. When you face your darkest moments, remember this: there is no light without darkness. There is no rebirth without destruction, and there is no greatness without overcoming adversity. You have within you the ability to overcome anything and emerge victorious. And no matter what the world throws at you, you are not defined by your circumstances. You are defined by how you rise from them. So, I challenge you, right now, to take that first step. Even if you're afraid, even if you don't know what lies ahead, take that first step. Trust that the journey will reveal the strength within. You trust that each moment of darkness will lead you to the light. Because your journey is just beginning, and the best part of your story is yet to come. And remember, you are not alone. We are all in this together, walking through our own storms. But together, we rise. So, stay strong, keep fighting, and above all, never stop moving forward.